today I wanted to talk about something that has been, I guess, bothering me for a while. It's really the concept of the internalized male gaze. I don't know if that's something you've ever come across.
I mean, we're in the industry of image impressions.
Visuals.
Yeah, visuals, yes. And we were talking about this before we started recording, that when we started in the industry, the sexy male magazines and being on the cover of that was like the sign that you've made it. It's very different now, diba? But kumbaga, ang tagal na niyang planted in us, and a lot of times, and especially then, we were not aware of any term like the male gaze, diba? Wala namang ganun dati.
Can you expand more on that? So before, in the industry, even if you're not...
Well, meron pa rin kasi. Konti.
For those who are not in the industry, so meron kasi yung mga, I guess, like me as an outsider, parang meron ako nakikita na minamarket sila as a sexy star. Tama?
Yes, pero hindi ka naman kailangan maging sexy star para maging cover ng mga male-centric magazines na yan.
And what you're saying is before, parang sign yon na you've made it in your career, na you're at the top of your game.
Or you're desirable.
If you're there. Okay. I
Dati
get
pa
it.
nga may list, diba? Top 10, sexiest,
Yes.
top 100. Tapos, i-check mo pa, ay ano, tas meron pang ranking, 10
Bodies.
places up.
Yes.
And X places
Pwede
down.
ba natin sabihin yung mga titles?
Well, alam na nila. FHM before, when we were talking about before na parang, at that time, I would say it's the late 2000s.
Or
If
even
you're,
yes, but
yeah,
more
if
late.
you're in the cover, it's like, wow,
Yeah.
rurok.
Oo,
At that
at the
time,
Well,
yes.
Rogue, Esquire, yun talagang aspirational na super. Oo.
The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I was having... Thank you for fixing my
Kasi
hair.
gusto ko lang sabihin na grabe, dala-dala mo to all this time ha. I'm glad ma-unload mo na. Kasi pagkaka-intro mo parang
Nang all
it's
this
been
time.
bothering me for a while.
Yeah,
Parang,
so...
unload natin today.
Okay,
Unpack
the
natin.
story is I had dinner with a friend, and we were talking about other things. And then she said that one of the things na was difficult for her as she got older, she's much older than me, is that she realized that she's not desirable anymore by male standards. Okay?
I knew that was what was coming.
Yeah, so this friend is in her early 50s. And parang I guess she felt invisible. But this is not because somebody told her. I mean, she said she still gets compliments, but it's really more of she thinks that because she's no longer youthful, wala na siyang ma-attract. Parang nagkaroon siya ng ganung, I guess like, it affected her confidence significantly,
her
basically.
internal narrative.
Yes. And so that brought me to reading about the internalized male gaze, which is because of our conditioning wherein it builds on this theory, diba? Na I was talking about this with B earlier. It originally started as a visual media theory na before it always assumes that the viewer is male. So women are usually, presented in an objectified manner, sexualized, passive objects for pleasure. But because we were repeatedly exposed to that, na-internalize natin siya. Now we
As our truth.
Yes, now we now tend to view ourselves from that male gaze.
And our worth is attached to that.
Yes. Okay, but before we talk about this further, I want us to introduce ourselves first. And the question I thought of, which requires an honest answer from everybody, is what is the male gaze compliment that you actually enjoyed getting when you were younger or even until now? Para po sa mga nakikinig, naglagay po ako ng quotation marks, ng air quotes habang sinasabi yung male gaze.
Ako mauna. I'm Bianca, and one quotes male gaze compliment that kinikilig nga ako when I would hear it. Nice ass.
Dumabas yung dila mo, ginagaya mo ko.
Halatang kinikilig siya talaga.
Yes, it's for my husband kasi. Then
Yeah.
boyfriend, then manliligaw, then boyfriend, now husband. I guess it classifies as a male gaze compliment, but something na, damang-dama. Dinama ko talaga.
Wupak!
Oo, yes.
Ako na ikaw, ramdam.
Pinalo sa po, hopak! Ganun. Sorry.
Okay, TMI ata to, Iza. Dalawa lang. Hi, everyone.
Okay lang, accurate.
Sabi ko na eh. Kaya
Okay lang, may asawa na tayong lahat.
Lumabas
Ano ba
yung
to?
yung
Oo.
dila. Naalala na eh.
Okay, hi,
Ba't tayo
everyone.
kinikilig? Naman kinikilig tayo. Magpakatotoo nga kayo.
Nire-reinforce natin yung male internalized male gaze
Hindi naman ako
theory.
gaze dun sa male.
Pag-usapan din natin
Pag-usapan din natin yan. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Lynn, and the male gaze compliment that I really enjoyed getting, and even I guess until now, where I'm not gonna lie, is that nice legs. Yun yung lagi kong, ba't di ka nag-react?
Sabihin ko kasi, niisip ko din, nice back. Ang dami ko naiisip sa inyo eh. Ako pala yung mimili.
So siya pala. No, but like,
Yeah, you really do
maganda
have
talaga
nice
yung
legs.
yes. No, but I was telling B,
Parang hindi
parang
ko
as I got
balance.
older, kasi nga, because I keep reading all these things, now tuloy parang I get conscious, shucks, maybe I should cover them more. Which I wanna talk about later, di ba? Parang,
Violent reaction.
Oo
Wait,
nga.
Sa mga nakikinig lang po, ang reaction ko po ay,
yes. And then, more of, later I wanna talk about it, di ba? How do we balance the male gaze with celebrating also your body and I guess your features. Okay, go.
bago po ang lahat, ako si Iza. And sa totoo lang, dahil sa sobrang insecure ko sa katawan ko, kahit ano pong batiin sa akin ng lalaki, kikiligin ako. Ganong level. Basta lang mapansin ako ng lalaki.
Talagang you were
Kikiligin
looking
ako.
for it when you were
Oo,
younger.
Kahit ano. Kahit na siguro nung pumayat ako, kuyang mabigyan mo lang ako ng atensyon, kikiligin ako. Pero syempre, nung lumaon, medyo, for some reason, nakapag-vulcanize tayo ng boobs. Ano ba yun? Sa Escolta, bumili tayo dun sa Binondo ng boobs. Anyway, kasi hindi naman sasabihin sa'yo ng guy na nice boobs. Or unless you're dating the person, diba? So, I guess in a relationship setting, yes. Pero, gusto ko kasi talaga noon magkaroon ng si J-Lo, 'di ba? Nung kapanahunan talaga natin, ay talagang Jenny from the Block and her butt. It's really aspirational talaga siya. Nung malaki ako, tas pumayat ako, I remember, ito male gaze to, kasi yung kapitbahay namin, ang nangyari sa puwet mo? Ba't nawala? So, nagkaroon ako ng complex na kailangan kong magkaroon ng big butt. Ng ganyan.
Right.
Kaya I always do squats kasi pag feeling ko nagfa-flatten na siya, parang lumiliit siya kasi hindi ako nakaka-workout. Parang kailangan ko mag-lift ng heavy kasi gusto ko nga nung J-Lo butt. So, I guess yung pinaka ko is like a nice ass.
Yun yung na-retain mo.
Yun yung pinaka gusto ko talaga. Kasi nga parang malaki na yung hips ko eh. So, at least man lang magkaroon ng shape yung butt ko. Pero, meron ding share din ako. Kilikili.
Dami.
Dami. Ay, hindi ko talaga maganda po pa.
Ako rin eh.
Hindi maganda pa ako.
Hindi, magaling po akong sumayaw. Hindi talaga, kailangan po lagi nagfo-foots pa. Hindi ko talaga siya, hindi siya pansinin. Pero, again, male gaze din siya. Kasi bakit kailangan bang mukhang kandila yung mga kamay at paa natin? Pero alala ko,
Ako mukhang luya.
ako din eh, pareho. Pero kasi hardworking tayo.
Yes, amen.
Pero naalala ko kasi, speaking of,
Luya?
hindi. Hindi, may salabat po ako dito. Hindi, speaking of male centric magazines. So, I was, flex ko lang guys. I was the first female cover of Esquire Philippines.
Wow!
Ay, wow. Nung nag-shoot kami, naalala ko, parang somebody said na nakita daw nila yung armpits ko dun sa shoot na yun. Tapos, ang puti daw ng armpits ko. Syempre, buong katawan ko, insecure ako dahil may stretch mark. So, parang yung fact na nabati siya na maputi yung armpits ko, kinilig talaga ako.
Okay, so...
Pero diba, male thing. Kasi may kilikili, alam mo may account, yung Kilikili Pinay?
Hindi ko alam. Thanks for letting me know.
Ang dami talaga.
Alam ko lang there's a website dedicated to foot fetish and you can earn a lot of money if you
Yes.
send
I'm
your
sure,
feet
kahit
pictures
yung,
there.
kahit yung malaluya nating paa, I'm sure may
May
market.
market.
Yes, every
Yes.
type of feet.
Papunta na po. Nag-upload ko na po.
True ba?
Oo.
Pwede din yung luya. Fair
Wait,
girl.
There's
what
a
I
market
wanna-
for all.
Okay, humaba na yung conversation
sorry.
natin dito sa compliments. No, I wanna ask you girls, why, by the way, the male gaze, it's not just about physical features it's also about how you are. I don't know if you've, I'm sure in film, diba, parang the manic pixie dream girl. Right, na parang these girls, their characters are very flat and they just exist to show the male fantasy na yung parang like easygoing, right? Like, and for us girls, parang
tumingin ako.
kunwari, the male gaze, parang you wanna, yung the way you laugh, you try to control it because you know that's not as attractive. Or for some, you condition yourself to like what boys like
Yes.
because that will parang make
Earn
you
you
seem more
points.
attractive. Yeah. So there, parang I wanna unpack why is that problematic? Why is the
Yun nga
male
yung
gaze
tatanungin ko eh. Kasi if I listened to this podcast episode maybe 10 years ago, in my head, I'm like, what's
Wala
the
namang problema
problem
dun, diba?
there? Yes. So, in terms of like trying to figure out if we are conditioned to see things with that male gaze, what does that mean? And ano ba yung dapat? I guess is what I wanted to
Yes.
ask.
So, sinong sasagot?
Meron ka bang research na gusto mong i-quote? Kasi according to a recent survey that was done by Charing.
Based at least on the stuff that I wanna understand also from your perspective, why can it be quite problematic?
Ang
Bakit?
hirap. Ang haba natin nag-isip ha.
Ako na lang, yung parang in most women, especially in their teens or early 20s, we're also insecure and seeking validation. Kumbaga, if we are wired to try and just, again, attach our self-worth dun sa validation na nakukuha natin na from the male gaze, hindi natin nagagawa yung pinakamahalagang trabaho natin bilang isang tao. At yun ay una kilalanin at buuin ang sarili natin. Kasi lagi tayong nakaangkla sa ano yung gusto ng iba para sa atin. Kung parang we're always trying to please
Yes.
others. Inisip ko lang ako kung paano ako. How I was when I was young. And parang beyond pleasing males, it's pleasing others. Because a lot of us, our conditioning is through that male gaze. Kahit ako na to, sasabihin ko sa inyo because I grew up with so many men around me. The way I look at women and men, I mean,
You feel like you've adopted it
I
also.
have. I always say this, I'm pretty boyish, parang ang lakas ng male energy ko talaga. So, yung lente ko, pati yun apektado. So, I feel like ang dami kong ginawa sa sarili ko at ang dami kong pagkakamali and I put myself in so many situations na alanganin dahil lang gusto kong makuha, ma-fulfill yung validation from especially the opposite sex. Because yun yung feeling ko ng self-worth ko nakaangkla dun.
No, I super relate to that. Especially, another way I would answer your question earlier was that in my 20s, yung parang gimmick days, when you would go out, something that made me feel validated then is if a friend would like say, oh, I have a friend who wants to meet you. Or somebody would get your number, somebody will buy a drink. Parang there is a guy whose attention I caught.
Right.
Yes.
In my 20s, parang that was like, uy, parang anong ayos ko today kasi parang mabenta today, parang ganon. And this is coming from someone who only, I mean, like, I'm not a dater, but like, I would
yes.
feel so
Kilig.
complimented, validated by that. But super relate with everything you said. And to your question, Lynn, siguro I'll shift the lens to why is it delikado. Now that I'm raising two girls, at this age, 10 and 7, I constantly tell them, oh, what is it that you want? Can you think about what you really like? That is a mindset na gusto ko dalhin nila hanggang paglaki. And thinking now, na when they enter their teens or 20s, if their choices will be heavily influenced by a male gaze. Sobra akong masyoshock. Like, parang I would be so against it. And so, I guess that's why...
Sabihin nila, Mama, pwede akong paggawa ng boobs.
Or
Kasi
parang
gusto
ganyan.
ko
Or like,
ganyan.
ang hirap din kasi, syempre, choices I made of like, photos taken of me in my 20s and if they see it, ganyan. So, it's very, very difficult.
Preview magazine.
Yeah, di ba? Kita-kita yung cleavage dito. Although gay gaze yon, hindi yan may gays. Oo. So yeah,
But still,
I'm
a
thinking
gaze.
that is how it affects me now. More like moving forward.
Same. May i-add lang ako doon na. Kasi talagang nangyayari siya lately. At yung pala, yung comment na lagi kong kinikilig ako, yung sexy mo ngayon Kasi nga conscious ako talaga sa katawan ko. Gusto ko talaga maging sexy, hot, thin, whatever. So pag sinasabihan ako noon, palakpak talaga yung tenga ko. So, itong si Dea, 3 years old meron akong minsan lang may susuot ako, sabi niya, sexy naman. Gaganon.
Imagine ko siya.
Dahil
kasi
na-imagine
anak
ko
ko po siya Tapos nakukuha niya talaga yung expressions ko. Tapos kami ni Ben pareho, sabi ko, where's she getting that? Because I don't think, I'm pretty conscious of not saying it around her. However, maybe slip of the tongue, pwedeng nasabi ko, or pinagsasabihan ko nga yung mga yaya yung mga kasambahay namin, be very careful because I don't want her to be attached to that. That the only time she'll feel worthy is pag nasabihan siya na sexy. So sabi ko sa kanya, Mama's always sexy. Tapos sabi ko, but I think beyond that, I'm beautiful and so are you. Parang, tapos sinasabi ko, tama ba yung sinasabi ko? Alam mo yung, parang, how are we programming them?
Yeah, I think the internalized male gaze, why it's so problematic is because parang it's reducing people to an object of desire. And you're also reducing yourself to an object of desire, diba? Like, what you're gonna wear when you go out is, it's not really, do I like this? But will a guy like this? Will someone see me as hot or sexy if I wear this? And you're right then, because you have daughters, it's very clear to you why you don't want them to think that way. But why is it so hard for us to unlearn it?
Kasi we are programmed. And
Decades.
Yes, of conditioning.
And I just want to go back to your friend who started or is starting to feel invisible. Kasi ngayon na in our 40s, I'm already starting to feel that. And to think we are empowered women with, actually, we're visible Nag-glam team pa tayo ganyan. Pero it's very different. And even with the roles that they're giving us, sa totoo lang, I would like to see more films, more series na pinagbibidahan ng mga babae. And mas marami na sa Hollywood. Sana mas dumami pa dito in their 40s, 50s. Kasi media will always dictate.
It'll always shape how people see others, no?
Correct.
But in all fairness, we've also gone a long way. Na parang dati talaga in the media, 20s is the prime. When in fact, parang now that we're all in our 40s, parang 40s is more the prime.
And
Yeah.
Golden Girls, yung
Yes.
yun talagang lagi nilang example ngayon I'm sure nakakita po kayo sa Instagram nung in those days, Golden Girls, 50s yun diba? There was a show. And then now, kino-compare nila Jennifer Lopez, 50s. Ang layo talaga.
Yeah.
But also, it's the J-Lo type. Laging siya yung naging reference, no? But Halle Berry, ganyan. It is not as achievable for the everyday
Right. And
woman.
I would argue, may male gaze pa rin dun Kasi parang what we're saying is, J-Lo should be the standard. Kasi she's still desirable at 50. Which I think what we're trying to break is, maybe let's stop measuring our worth on how desirable we are. Diba? And
Hirap
yeah, kasi like parang women are always celebrated for their looks or how many men want them. When in fact, we should really be celebrating women for just being women, the unique things we can contribute to the world, and like what are our unique strengths, capabilities. For some reason, the conversation always goes back to how they look. Diba parang like in awards, in award shows, right? It's always, or like even athletes, diba? Yung parang laging,
Nanalo na nga ng
yung
mga
suot
medal,
pa niya.
yung suot, yung itsura. Ang sarap sabihin kasi na tigilan. Pero yun at yun yung naririnig mo. Para kang may nilalabanan na, di ba nga they said na parang is the body positivity era over because of this GLP-1
Yes.
look or phase. And I'm like, feeling ko hindi. Pwedeng sabay na lang siya ngayon. Kasi feeling ko nandun pa rin naman eh. Si Ashley Graham didn't, shrink herself. However, you see really a lot of celebrities getting thinner by the day.
Interesting yan, no? Because actually nga, parang when I look at message boards, a lot of people feel lied to because the people they used to look up to in terms of saying they were body positive, biglang nung nagka-option pala na ng shortcut para magpapayat, yun pala they were gonna take it. So, yes, no? So, how authentic pala was that conversation if it's so easy to give it up just like that?
I would like to weigh in on that, no? I'm not on any GLP-1 because kaya ko pa po. Praise be to God. I think that person, kasi wala tayo sa lugar nila eh. Perhaps at that time in their life, totoo sa kanila na they were really doing their best to embrace their bodies, celebrate it. Pero nagkataon, pwedeng may nangyari. Sa totoo lang, hindi pa talaga siya ganun ka-healed.
Yeah.
Ito ngayon si GLP-1, I'll try it. Nakita yung effect, ang bilis. And then, it works. It makes me feel good. I also understand. But I also understand how and why a lot of people who felt like, oh, I thought you were championing, embracing your body, feel also like, a bit heartbroken. But it happens. Like, kasi ako na lang. Parang, that's why, for me, if I make any decisions for my body, it will just really be part of my journey.
Yes.
Wait, that's what I wanted to ask nga. Because I think we know ourselves better in our 40s. But this conversation would be very different in our 30s, right? How do you, I guess, find that line na ito, I'm doing it for the male gaze versus ito, I'm doing it for myself.
Kasi meron din ganung lens. Kayo muna.
At saka
Magsasalabat
madami
muna
yung
ako.
parang like, yung ganyan, aesthetic treatments.
Oh.
Working out.
Wait lang,
diba?
wait lang lahat tayo, diba?
Yeah.
Mga NCTF ba yan?
Mga
Salmon
RF,
sperm.
ganon.
Salmon
Yung-
sperm.
How can we tell? It's so hard na himayan. Kasi in my head, I'm doing it for myself because I want to look good.
Do you think you also do it for JC?
I'll go back to the 40s versus 30s. Now, I'm quite clear that I'm doing it for myself. Like, because I now see the effects of what taking care of myself looks like for me as I grow older. But yun nga, I don't know how much layer of that is unconscious male gaze.
Internalized.
Yes.
So I shared earlier, diba, about my legs. And I really do like my legs.
I like them too. Saan
No.
ka yung legs ko?
Can I borrow your legs?
And not just like aesthetically, I feel like in Pilates, parang my stretching, or like when I ride the horse, parang
Yes.
I love them. But I realize now that there were times, like for example, in college, I would wear these really short skirts. I realized maybe there were times when I would wear those short white skirts because I knew, yun nga, I would catch attention. When I give speaking engagements, hindi naman maikli yung skirt ko, but I realized, oh, I'm no longer prioritizing what other people will find attractive, but me now. I'm more conscious now, okay, what will actually help me fulfill my purpose for that day.
Get the message across.
Yeah. So I realized, okay, maybe now that's me being more aware and slowly unlearning that it doesn't always have to be about what other people will find attractive.
Attractive or getting the compliment.
Yes.
Kasi, diba, you're actually just wanting the dopamine hit of the compliment.
Correct.
So, it's us unlearning or having to deal with, I may not get that compliment. And it's okay because you're actually filling your own cup. So when you first said kasi earlier that you want to cover it, I was really like, no, kasi parang pinagbibigyan mo pa rin sila. So ibig sabihin, yung mga choices mo, apektado pa rin ng male gaze. Parang ganun, diba? Pero when you said that, understandably so, speaking engagements, gets ko naman na huwag na nating i-distract ang ang mga tao. Kasi nga, ang tinitignan talaga ay yung buong package, 'di ba? Titignan ka nila, judge talaga tayo eh. I mean, whether we want to accept it or not, all of us, when we walk into a room, especially if you're put on a platform, a stage, you will be looked at. from head to foot. For me, I just realized before, ang hilig ko magpakita ng cleavage. Draws the attention here, where ito walang stretch marks. Dati lagi kong tinatakpan yung arms kasi so laging cleavage yung nakalabas. And tama ka, na-realize ko din ngayon na actually, ayokong tumitingin na sila sa cleavage ko. I am more than that. 'Di ba? There's more to me than that. So tama ka din naman na baka there's a place and time for everything, and self-awareness is really key in making these decisions. Pero kapoy din ha kung dami nating tanong, no? Ang hirap din no na maging aware.
Yes.
Kasi ang dami mong questions, ang dami mong tama ba ito? Para kanino ba ito? Makakatulong ba ito sa gusto kong puntahan? Alam mo yun, may aambag ba to sa growth ko at evolution?
I do have a question before we wrap this up because it's a tricky topic. Easier for us to talk about in this season of our lives. Syempre, we're all married. But if you are a 20-year-old who wants to be attractive to someone because you want to find a partner, how do you also draw the line? Kasi parang, lalo na now, di ba? A lot of people do wanna meet a potential partner on apps. They wanna meet them organic
Oo
encounters. So,
naman.
syempre, you will dress a certain way to attract the attention. Syempre, kung lalaki yung gusto mo, to attract the male gaze. Paano? I don't want them naman judging themselves na, oh my gosh, I'm dressing for the male gaze. When in fact, you just want to find someone who finds you cute and then hopefully spark a connection. It's so hard.
Pero,
Ang hirap naman sabihin na they'll like my personality kasi syempre di naman nagsisimula.
oo nga, kasi
Doon.
titignan ka.
Sa legs nagsisimula, di ba? Oo.
But that's part of it, 'di ba? Kaya sinabi kong kailangan kilalanin mo yung sarili mo. And whatever it is that you put on, as long as you enjoy the process of putting it together, you find yourself cute, you're comfortable in what you're wearing, then I think yun yung mararamdaman din naman nung gusto mong ma-attract na tao.
Yeah, hindi naman ata ibig sabihin ng male gaze ay magpaka. I-hide mo na yung buong sarili mo, di ba? Hindi naman yun yung ibig sabihin ng unlearning it. It's really more of nga, knowing yourself, di ba? And knowing yourself, but distancing it from just really purely catering to the male perspective. Kasi nga, like what you were talking about earlier, the male gaze is not just about how you look. It's also about how you act. Parang sometimes you police yourself in a way na, naku, they won't like me if I'm like this. Diba?
I'm too loud, so
Oo,
kailangan mahinhin.
correct. Or,
yun, tulaw. Volume?
You're not too much.
Never. I'm okay. I'm okay with being too much.
and like, even nga, the things that you like, diba? Parang conditioning yourself to like certain things to the point that, I think we were talking about this also in the previous episode. Alam mo yung binabago mo na yung sarili mo for your partner kasi that's what that person will like. Yun din yun
Sobrang
eh.
relate ako dyan.
Or like, or even in relationships, like, you don't push back. You don't say no. You allow a person to cross your boundaries. Kasi nga, yung male gaze, women are passive objects of desire. So, I think it's really that. It's not about making yourself look unattractive, but it's really just making sure you get to know yourself so you can actually decide based on that. I want to add something na this conversation with my friend. Kasi actually, di ba you said hard in your 20s? But I think it's also hard for women in their 50s. Kasi nga that's when the invisible chapter happens.
Starts to happen.
Yeah, or parang you're more present to it. And sabi niya sa akin, nagulat din siya kasi empowered person din yun eh. And she has her own business and she's always been very confident about what she brings to the table. What she said, it came to a surprise na it affects her pala. And ang idealistic daw to say, your self-worth shouldn't be anchored on that. Sinabi niya yun sa akin na, yun nga, na medyo idealistic yun. But then, maybe, I think the more I read about it, the more I realized, maybe because we're hoping to change society immediately. Which hindi natin kaya.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, di ba, ang hirap. So, if you cannot change society, perhaps it really, cliche ha, starts from you, changing the way you look at yourself, the narrative in your head, and then, perhaps, hindi sapat, change the people around you. Parang, I mean, create some sort of impact in the conversations that you have with the your family, your community. Madami yan. Pwedeng more than one, diba? Like what we're doing with She Talks Asia. This podcast episode alone, it's having these conversations dun sa mundong ginagalawan natin. Kasi at least doon, medyo controlled environment. And I guess, we will feel less invisible. We will feel less invisible if at least within our sphere of influence and within the communities that basta dun sa mundong ginagalawan natin, at least hindi tayo nabubura.
Can I wrap this up by asking a final word from you girls? Usually kasi we give advice to younger girls or to our younger selves. I want us to try to give an advice to our older selves.
Sumayo ako yung pataas.
Meron ka na?
To the older self, paano ka nakarating dyan? Tanong pala siya. Advice to the older self.
I would tell my older self, I took good care of myself for you. Yun lang.
Parang paiyak ka na.
No, because what you were saying kanina, tama eh. Like we said, in the OOs with the male magazines, the term male gaze didn't even exist. Now we're talking about it. So I guess the hope with you bringing up this topic is we're just planting seeds eh. Right? It's not gonna change. We will still be figuring this out in the next decade of our life. But we're planting seeds that hopefully the generation of young girls now will make decisions based less on the male gaze and more on the personal conviction or preference. So, wala siyang connection sa message ko to my older self, but I would tell my older self that I took care of myself for you and that you matter. Yan pala yung idadagdag ko.
When I was thinking of bringing this up, I realized that similar to Isa, the reason why I internalized the male gaze so much was because I was bullied for being fat. So, at a young age, parang na-internalize ko na your self-worth is tied to your appearance. No? So, I think I really spent decades unlearning that. I think what I want to tell my older self is that there is nothing other people can do that can reduce your worth and your dignity. And I say that because I realize that, yun nga, maybe for some of us, these narratives we internalize it, either what we saw or because of something that happened to us. But we cannot control that, right? So I think I want my older self to hold on to that mindset that, you know what, no matter what happens, right? No matter what the world does, nothing can reduce your self-worth and your dignity.
Dapat ikaw yung huling nagsalita eh. To add to that, actually the only person that can reduce all of that is you. So, to build on Lynn's advice, ika-copy-paste ko po siya. Tapos I'll say, and it's your work to make sure you keep that dignity and self-worth intact. Ayun na po yun. Yun na ba yun? It's really all up to you. Because the only one you can control is your mind, the story and the narratives in your head. So, you have the power to shape your reality. So, make it so. Make yourself visible. Believe that you exist and believe in your worth.
Thank you for indulging me in this topic, and we will watch this 10 years from now
Yes!
to remind ourselves.